Mounted the revised 80 meter antenna with the new loading coils with inductance of about 122 millihenries each and checked the SWR on 80 meter. It was seen to be uniformly high across the 80 meter amateur radio band. This clip shows the test near the lower end of the band. Checked at the middle of 80 meter and it was high. This test was at the higher end of the band, again showing high SWR. Next, I thought of looking at 20 meter band, which was perfectly tuned with the previous loading coils. But the SWR has gone up on 20 meter with about 5 at the lower end of the band. It was higher when tested on 14.050 MHz. Surprisingly, even though the SWR reading was in the region of 5, the automatic antenna tuner on FT710 could tune it nicely to 1:1. As per the specification, the built-in automatic tuner of FT710 can tune only SWR below 3. Next, I went back to the online calculator and after some trial and error, I noted that for an inductance of 122 microhenry in the loading coils, total antenna length has to be 44 feet and the distance from center of the antenna to the center of the coil must be 16.4 feet. That means I have to reduce about 30 cm from either side of the antenna as per the revised estimate. As I was working without the aid of a nano VNA, a miniature handheld vector network analyzer, which could tell the exact resonant frequency, I knew it will be tough to tune a loaded coil dipole antenna which has only a narrow bandwidth of 15 kHz. Checked after reducing 30 cm from either side and checked once again. Still, there was no difference in the pattern of SWR across 80 and 20 meter bands. As the SWR was high on 20 meter, I decided to try shortening the antenna elements from the feed point to the loading coils, which was meant for 20 meter. The SWR pattern was that it was higher at the upper end of the band than on the lower end of the band. Even at the lower end of the band it was 5. That is why I thought of shortening the antenna. Trimmed nearly 10 cm from both sides of the elements for 20 meter and tested again. High SWR on 80 meter and almost same pattern of SWR on 20 meter. As before, the lower end of the band can be tuned with built-in automatic tuner of FT710 as before, though mid-segment of 20 meter band with higher SWR cannot be tuned with it. So I am stuck again. Only option for me without a nano VNO is to keep on pruning the 20 meter elements till it resonates. Incidentally, I found that the SWR is almost similar on 30 meter and 20 meter. Not sure whether there is any lead for me in that. Maybe the current resonance will be somewhere between 30 meter and 20 meter in non-amateur segments.